All right, guys, we're headed to Arkansas. Let's see if we can kill us a deer today. A lot of buddies of mine have been in the woods, and they're saying a ton of deer moving around. So I'm gonna give it a shot as well. Got my saddle. We're gonna walk in, try to find, I don't know, white oak, nut all, honey locust, something. It's November 23rd. Rut should be happening. There's 2 days of rain coming up, so I'm gonna hunt in front of this rain and try to hunt after this rain also. Normally I miss Thanksgiving, and I always have a good deer daylight during that time. So I'm gonna come in here. I know for sure that I'll probably see some doe. It'd be nice if I could see something with antlers. I haven't killed something with antlers in about 3 or 4 years. So some walks in front of me, I'm ready to freaking let this arrow fly. So I'll let y'all know as soon as I get in the stand, start walking towards the stand. I want to show y'all me walking in and getting set up too. So, all right. All right, we finally made it. We're right here at the boat ramp. So the boat ramp is right there. I'm gonna change. I don't think that that's super necessary, but I like to just put clothes on that don't have a ton of scent from like detergent. So got all my stuff, gonna get suited up and then take off into the woods and find us a tree and get up in that. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm taking. So I've got my FOB binoculars, so rangefinder, 10x42s, wind checker, trying to think of what else I have. Lens, brush, I think that's it. And then crop call in case I get cold and to block the mosquitoes. Gloves, neck gaiter just in case I feel like I need to cover up. Exotics. It's not super necessary, but I also forgot my hook, so I'm carrying the exotics hook. I've got my other hook. Bow hangers in here. Got my saddle. Everything's set up. My saddle. Battery pack for charging my phone. Thermocell just in case. Water bottle. Platform. Sticks. Latitude sticks. I'm using the Matthews No Cam. I got 4mm full metal jackets on there, some Schleifer broadheads. I'm using the Option archery cash bar and equalizer. When I whitetail hunt, I don't necessarily use this as much. In the front, I use it just depends. Sometimes I'll just have the cash bar as my stabilizer, but we'll see. And then I gotta have my Ben Oak headlamp because it's gonna come out here in the dark. But right now I'm just checking for some just recent sign maybe. I already saw one of those honey locusts right there. I'm trying to make sure they're using the area. I'm gonna take a dip down and then go back right into this like drainage as they go back and forth between these two like crop fields. Got a decent rub right here, but stuff like that doesn't really mean a ton because any kind of deer could be using that, but it's just cool to find because it lets you know that there's at least traffic going on in here. So there's tons of white oaks on this knoll right here. I don't know if you can see that through the camera, but I'm gonna probably come back here because it butts up kind of close to some feed, and behind me is the creek, and then connects to the river. They like to bed back there and then come feed. So squirrels. But there's a persimmon tree down here that I'm just gonna check and see if there's any sign, and then I'm gonna come back and get set up. I would have preferred to be in the tree by like 12, but anyway, historically I kind of know where those doe like to go through. There's a big drainage right through there that funnels out into 2 different crop fields. So they like to scoot through there and then kind of get out into those fields late at night. I mean, it's a little late, but there's still some on the ground. I'm just checking around just to see if there's any fresh scat or anything like that. I saw some fresh scat kind of going north. I got a crosswind when I do set up, so I might go sit that fresh side because there's tons of tracks running through it. I need to get one of those straps. I just haven't been able to do it yet. It would be twice as convenient. So to my east right here, that's where the creek and the water is, and they like to bed over there quite a bit. To my west, this whole like knoll all the way through back there is just like white oaks and acorns. I think there's a honey locust back there too. And there's, I think, a crop field right here. To my north is where that big drainage runs through, where they go from bed to feed, bed to feed. So I set up on the most recent sign I could find. There's tons of deer tracks right here below this tree, and there's the fresh scat from easily today. Rub line right here to my, what is that? My southwest, headed straight to me. I'm either gonna be on them or I'm gonna be 50 yards away. It's about 5'10". Ain't looking very good. I need to grab my cameras from across the river, but I can't get to it because the freaking water's so low. I gotta run some cameras and check some stuff out because normally I see doe back here, but maybe I'm just in here at the wrong time. All right, round 2. First one was no good. I'm pretty sure I was just set up in the wrong spot as far as the wind goes. So we're gonna give it a round 2. The wind is completely different this time. We're gonna have to walk a long ways. I'm gonna go to where they historically bed on this creek. It's still gonna kind of be a guessing game, but you know, just with everything being so busy, you got to get in there and put your time in to kind of see where they're going. So, all right, let's get after it. All right, we made it to the other side of the river here. My wind was terrible for this other side, so I had to drive this easement road all the way to the other side, because as I walk in, this wind is to my back right side, and it's just going to blow into the riverbed. If I went to this other side where that other big deer is, it would have just blown my scent all into where they're bedding. So anyway, we're gonna get dressed. Got all my gear set up. Everybody's ready to rock. I'll probably wear lace-ups as I walk in just because it's a long walk. My feet sweat terrible in these rubber boots. So problem is if I run into some water, I'll just have to take a long way around it. But it is what it is. Let's get after it. I'm pumped. It's a little bit of a guessing game. I don't want to blow anything out, but it just is what it is. I left the house just now in the tree. Dude, so I come in on the downwind side. I'm right here on one of these bends in the creek. I don't know if you can see it. The creek runs right here, turns. Anyway, historically, I've seen bucks across the creek. So I found some rubs. Well, as I'm going and walking the creek bank, this buck gets up and kind of trots away. Looks like a decent rack. Well, he turns around and comes back to his bed, sniffs around a little bit, and then just walks off. I grunt a little bit, not much, and he just walks, never checks up. I'm hoping I didn't just like blow him out of here. Now, the saying goes, don't leave deer to find deer, so I'm just hoping, I don't know, it may not be tonight, it could be tomorrow, that he'll come back in this general area. So I'm just hanging tight. He may not come back tonight, he might, who knows. I'm even tempted to just like sleep back here, but I'll probably definitely leave my sticks in the tree, come literally back to this same spot. I know he'll come back here. Anyway, he's like a little, I don't know, he's kind of a tight racked, like 8-point or something. For where I'm hunting and what I'm having to do to get back here, I would be more than pumped to freaking tag that deer. So, I don't know, that was really cool. I mean, shoot, dude, I was probably like 80 something yards from him. Definitely not shootable, but I got a good wind. He'll probably try to freaking J-hook me right here, but if he was to come back, but I'm hoping, I don't know. I think there's a couple of spots I'd feel comfortable, like threading through here. We'll see. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut and just, maybe someone will walk by. We're gonna cook some food. We're actually gonna stay the night out there so that we can get in there, probably get set up. I don't know. I'd like to be set up at least an hour before sunlight. So, cook some food real quick. I love these Peak refuel meals are really awesome. And yeah, man, I'm pumped. Here's our setup. Just wanted to show y'all the bed. My sleeping pad I have to like fold up or it won't fit. I've got the Stone Glacier quilt. Cedar Summit. What is this? I can't remember what model that is. Pillow here. Some more Stone Glacier down pants. Just in case I get cold. I don't think that I will. I'm actually gonna wear my clothes. I'm actually gonna wear my clothes to sleep just so I don't have to waste a ton of time when I get up. We have to walk quite a long ways in the morning. I want to get in there and be in the tree at least an hour before daylight. So yeah, man, this is it. Charging the GoPro batteries here. Got my street clothes. That's it, man. Got some gas station snacks. That's it. We're gonna do coffee in the morning. My wife was so amazing and packed my Yeti full of stuff here for tomorrow morning. I'm gonna do some oatmeal and then just kind of like a meal for the road. And then everything's ready to rock for tomorrow. That's it, dude. Packed the bag. Got my brown puppy ready. Probably wear my wool hoodie that I got on. And that's it. Y'all remember that deer I was telling you about? I'm shaking. I am shaking from head to toe right now. He came right back to his bed. He knew something was up. I drew on him. He kind of ran off, but then came back. I swear I hit him, but I could have also hit a log. I could barely see through my peep. Man, we won't know until it gets daylight. Whoa. That was cool. I'm trying to see if I can hear him. I'm gonna give it about a good 30 minutes. Probably longer, but man, I can barely freaking speak right now. I'm literally shaking from my head down to my feet. Wow. I got another spike walking up here. I found, they're pretty secluded in this spot, just with all the duck hunters and stuff. But I see my arrow, and it's in the dirt. So that big schwack I heard was definitely the deer. I am just praying that he is not gut shot. Let's take a look here. It's a clean pass through. He's bleeding good. I mean, he's freaking, I got good blood on him. He's freaking right here, dude. I don't know how big he is, but I'm so proud of him. I don't give a damn how big this deer is. Holy freaking crap. That is so fucking sick. Holy crap, dude. Look. Dude, you have no freaking clue how freaking pumped I am. Are you kidding me? Dude, I haven't killed something with antlers in like 3 or 4 years. Man, I am so grateful, man. God is so good. I am very lucky. Yes, I walked the property and did all the things, but I am very blessed today. And I'm super grateful for this deer, man. Appreciate it, dude. That is cool. That is so freaking cool. Wow. How freaking cool is that? So, yeah, man. Saddle hunting is the game back here. I just didn't ever have one, and the buy-in's super big, but I had a good friend of mine, which, by the way, I encourage everybody to have some type of buddy that is just has 10 times the knowledge that you do. And my good buddy Brandon Johnson with Cypress Creek Taxidermy, he's just kind of like a guy that I always like text, call, just hang out with. Him, golly, man, there's so many guys out west. Alex, he's a killer. Brant, you're a killer. He hunts bottomland too. I don't know, man. I encourage everybody just to have that person that's like a lot better than you, that you can get knowledge from. So anyway, I'll get the camera back out when I get close to the canoe. So had to gut him, headed to the truck. Just wanted to kind of give y'all a little bit of information on kind of how that went down. I'm gonna make some coffee real quick before I take back off. I'm gonna turn this bad boy on. This ollie camp, this bad boy burns, and it boils ghost house. Amazing. Just a little bit of caffeine before we start paddling back there, because it ain't gonna be just some easy paddle. Oh yeah. This is just such a crazy time of year, man. There he is. He's chasing that doe. And here I am grabbing my deer. He's crossing the creek. I'm trying to think if y'all see him. Listen, I always thought Cam Haynes was a goofball for doing this, but I really don't want to drag this deer. So, yes, I'm walking this thing to the canoe on my freaking shoulder. All right, made it out. Or we've only gone, like, done half the work, it feels like. So yeah, dude, finally get to boat a deer out of these bobber, man. It's gonna be super gratifying. This is awesome. So I'll get him to the bank, cut him up, take him to the processor, and get the heck up out of here, man. Y'all please comment, ask any questions that you want, dude. I'd like for this to be able to help somebody else that wants to do something similar. So you definitely got to get in the woods. You got to walk around. You got to mess up. You got to see stuff and make a decision and have it be the wrong one, and then it'll be the right one, and then the wrong one, and it's the biggest up and down game in the world, so just get ready for that.